Why can't you find love? How long have you really been single? Really? Having trouble finding that special soulmate? I can solve this one. Secrets of Birthdays, now live for purchase. Your love trouble? Over. All that and more at secretsofbirthdays.com. Hello, my humanitarians, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. I'm your host, Christopher Witecki. Happy birthday, by the way. Good to see you back. Valentine's Day, you know that annoying holiday that's in your birthday? Never made any sense to me why Valentine. Well, I guess it's about getting along, age of Aquarius, relationships. I don't know. Either way, we are sponsored this week by Secrets of Birthdays. That's because we got a hot sale going on right now. Buy yourself a Love and Lust report, which is very accurate and edited by our staff in our studio. Buy one, get someone free. You can give it away as a Valentine's Day gift. You can look up someone interesting that you have a crush on. Check it out. The URL is down there at the bottom, secretsofbirthdays.com. Now, it is your birthday. And what does that mean? Well, if you're just joining Soul Garden, welcome to the party. We're on a countdown here to the end of 2012, and the Aquarians this month are upgrading what we call our ego awareness. There are 12 states of awareness of being human, and one of them is the ego. It gets a lot of talk out there in the world. That's because there's a lot of big inflated egos with the other 11 states that are very tiny. But once a year during our birthday period, we are upgrading the part of ourself that will respond, the first response to something. If you're insulted, what's your first response? That is an ego programming. This is the way we present ourselves, the way we have hairstyle. This is all of this. It's important. And it is our action energy. When we take action, we tell our ego to go take action. So as we begin on Monday, we're wrapping up chapter 2 of Sun in Aquarius. Up until this point in the story, you have been cutting ego consciousness away. You taking away actions you don't want. Noticing parts of yourself you may not have noticed. Realizing parts of yourself need upgrade. As we start on Monday, it's time to decide really twofold. One, what you definitely want out of the ego awareness. All right? That's what a decision day is based on. Now, the moon is in Leo, your opposite sign. So emotions on Monday are kind of focused on human relationships. That moon's going to go full in 24 hours, and it's going to be a big deal about relationships. Make sure that most of your ego decisions are about you, not relationships, because it'll be very much about relationships in just 24 hours. But emotions are centered on LTRs with this decision. Tuesday is the big day. Tuesday is the big day because it's a full moon in Leo. This is the one big tug during your birthday period. And when there's a full moon in Leo, you basically have a tug of war going on, right? Now your emotions are big full moon about relationships. And it doesn't matter where you happen to be this year with relationships, single in one, miserable in one, whatever, you will be emotional about it. And even if you're single, you might get emotional about something from the past. The whole point is that you want to get along, that you want to relate, that you want things to be balanced, and you want love. A moon in Leo is a loving moon. The lesson of a full moon is to release ego hangups. If you want relationships so bad, or you want to work so bad, let go of some of those ego hangups that are maybe outdated, or maybe don't serve your romantic interests. Interesting enough, the sun will dead conjunct Mercury on this day, so our thinking will be uber clear. That's a good thing. And secondly, Saturn goes retrograde this day. So on the day that we are pulling apart and deciding what we don't want, you're also putting it into reverse gear as far as your learning is concerned. Now, a couple things. One, on Wednesday during the full moon, we will be sending out personal texts. Very excited. This one will be talking about your actual natal moon sign and then how that natal moon sign might be interacting with this full moon. It varies for each of our clients and customers. The other thing I want to talk about is the Saturn retrograde. Now, Saturn retrograde, which is a big deal in itself, is that you're going to start rethinking some of the things you have learned or you decided on or you came to believe in the last 6 months. Now, if you have purchased an Act 1 video, this is an important part to go back. Go back and watch this part because it's a big shift, and some of the decisions that you make about shifting your beliefs are important to moving forward from this point. So watch your Act 1. All right. And those of you who don't have one, it's at soulmart.me, and they're very cheap. All right. Moving to Wednesday. Wednesday. Actually, Wednesday is kind of a mellow day. It's a big manifestation day. So right after we have all these full moon decisions, what we're releasing from, and blah, 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 universe blesses us with a grand trine in Earth. Temporary grand trine because the moon will progress into Virgo on the second half of the day. that will, of course, shift your emotions from relationships to trust, intimacy stuff. Wow. Okay, so you'll be vulnerable during that. And that's really the epicenter. The fastest moving planet in a grand trine is the epicenter. That means that's where the most learning happens. So it's about how you feel about comfortable and boundaries and whatnot. And that comfortable boundary and whatnot ties into an ever-expanding mind you have going on here of taking care of yourself with Jupiter. Jupiter and Taurus saying, Aquas, you got to take care of yourself. And Pluto saying, you got to step away from the old story. So you are feeling new boundaries that help you take care of yourself and step away from the old story on Wednesday. Pretty powerful stuff. Thursday, things are very emotional on Thursday. The moon is progressed into Virgo. It crosses over Mars, so you get this wonk, this big amp of masculine energy, but it's retrograde masculine energy, so it's going to very easily turn into poor me. Those of you watched over by GA, I'll be setting out with text messages. Don't fall into poor me consciousness as the moon crosses Mars. That's just kind of one of the traps it happens to have happen. And your ego will be kind of sappy too. From this point on Thursday, we're moving into chapter 3. And in chapter 3, it's all emotional based learning. So it's all about, can your feelings get behind this new ego? Can you show your feelings in this new ego? And of course on this day, what are your comfort zones with this ego, says the moon crossing Mars and the house of intimacy. So kind of a touchy day on Thursday. Friday, things get more happy. If you want to go out and have a birthday party, Friday is a good day to do it because Jupiter is ruling the day, bringing great optimism. The moon also shifts into Libra, so for Vu, it's going to be a good day. That's because the moon moves into an air sign. You're not so vulnerable. Your emotions can be intellectualized. You're doing a lot of learning. You're doing a lot of self-reflecting. It's very birthday vibration, actually. From Friday to most of Sunday is very birthday vibration. You're just thinking about your life and things aren't too heavy, and the moon's in an air sign. Also on Friday, be sure to join Carolyn Nagel and myself for SG Live, our new webcam radio show. This is where you can kind of see us unplugged. We're interviewing people from the garden. It's a good time. And this week we will record it. We didn't record last week, but we will record it this week. Oops, we're learning as we go. But that is at 11 a.m. Pacific and over to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard and around 7 p.m. in Europe, if I don't forget, because I had to program GA to tell, hey, Europeans, come watch. So come on down. Now, moving on to Saturday. Saturday is kind of a rambunctious day. Uranus rules the day, so that is your home planet. One or two things will happen. Either your ego kind of go through some crazy times, or you'll see everyone else's go through crazy times. It's about innovation. So you'll have opportunity. The best case scenario is you'll be doing what you do best. Being electric, being shocking, innovating, trying to be daring, trying to be mysterious at the same time. What Aquarius is all do best. That's Saturday. The moon is actually moving through Libra, so I think you're feeling really good. But what's fascinating about this day is the fact that on the day that Uranus rules, during your birthday, your home planet conjuncts Venus. That's interesting to me. Venus in Aries. So this is a day of receiving. Okay, you're going to receive. What are you going to receive? New ideas. This Venus-Uranus conjunction is you opening up to new ideas. Not just new ideas, but emotionally inspired ideas. That's right, Aqua. Emotionally inspired. Something you tend to want to not show in the world. You always like to be Spock in public, and then you go in the back and cry. Well, whatever that backroom crying is, time to innovate. It's part of the innovation going on of you opening your mind and Uranus in Aries. So open your mind to how you feel. That's basically how I interpret that. Then Sunday, things chill out. So Saturday's a shocking day. Sunday is chill. Mercury will rule the day. It's a day of processing. Good day of conversation. Good day to call people and thank them for showing up for your birthday. It's a very good day there. The moon is wrapping up in Libra, so you're still pensive and self-reflective, and there's nothing major drama going on. So it's a really good weekend for birthday partying for the Aquas. All right, Aqua, that's all I got for your 7-day forecast. I will be back in 7 days or be texting you within the hour. Either way, live, love, be.